cash-in Money in the Bank.
Well, sometimes in life you just have your kryptonite, and as close as Rhea Ripley got at Evolution, ultimately she did not prevail. Kryptonite won once again, one way or another, and for many, if Rhea Ripley is the face of women's wrestling, then the best women's wrestler on the planet, bell to bell, is Io Sky.
And this match to kick off SummerSlam Sunday is brought to you by Drumstick, the official partner of SummerSlam and America's favorite Sunday cone. There's only one ultimate snack that's chocolatey, creamy, crunchy, and crispy. And it's Drumstick, the Snackdown champion. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to ringside. Michael Cole, Wade Barrett. Wade, my question to you is, how on earth do we follow up last night?
Well, night one was epic, but night two always tops night one, doesn't it? Gauntlet laid down. Let's have ourselves a night here on SummerSlam Sunday.
Their Spanish announce team, Jerry and Marcelo, here as well. Welcome, guys.
Thank you, amigos. Cabalga, familia hispana, y después de lo sucedido anoche, como dijo Michael Cole, seguimos aquí en pie de guerra para hacer un poco más de historia. Hubo cambios de títulos. ¿Será que eso pasa esta noche? ¿Retendrán preseas? La historia puede cambiar como cambió anoche y como la podrían cambiar muchos aquí en la noche 2 de SummerSlam. Cabalga.
Two of the three participants in our triple threat match for the women's world title. Again, first to gain pinfall or submission becomes the champion tonight. No countouts, no disqualifications. Ladies and gentlemen, the man on the guitar is Naomi's father, Sean McRae, a world-renowned guitarist. He heads up the Derek Mack Band. He once opened for Cool in the Game back in the day. He's played with Tyler Dane, and now tonight, he's helping his daughter Naomi head to the ring to kick off SummerSlam.
I don't know if Naomi's going to come to the ring. She's having too much of a party out there, but some people get all the look, don't they? Not only is Naomi the champion of the world, but her dad can play guitar like Jimi Hendrix. I wish I was Naomi.
Let's head up to our ring announcer, the great Alicia Taylor.
The following contest is a triple threat match and is for the Women's World Championship. Introducing the challengers. First, from Adelaide, South Australia, Rhea Ripley. Next, from Tokyo, Japan, her opponent from Orlando, Florida. She is the Women's World Champion, Naomi!
A lot of interesting stats as we start this matchup tonight. For Naomi, she's never won at SummerSlam. Her last appearance was back in 2017. On that night, she lost the Women's Championship to Natalya. So a lot of revenge on Naomi's mind tonight. Let's take a look at Io Sky, Wade. In her career, she is 8-1. 8-1 in triple threat matches. Referee Jessica Carr calls for the bell, and we are underway. Io Sky 2 years ago at SummerSlam cashed in Money in the Bank to win the WWE Women's Championship. So what's the strategy now, Wade, for these women as they try to knock off Naomi tonight?
Well, Naomi took a major shortcut with the Money in the Bank briefcase at Evolution, costing two women their historical moment after an epic match. And clearly the two women concerned have not forgotten that, and we're apparently out for vengeance on Naomi. Naomi taking a step sideways, at least momentarily.
Well, she's allowed to do that. There are no countouts in a triple threat match. But remember, there's no champion's advantage. Naomi does not have to be involved in the decision to lose the championship tonight. If Rhea pinned Io or vice versa, they'd be the champ.
Right up, there seems to be a momentary alliance here.
Well, there's no love lost for Naomi, that is for sure, who looks for a way to escape early, and Rhea Ripley will not allow that to happen.
Yeah, sadly, there are no shortcuts tonight for Naomi. This is going to be as arduous as winning the Money in the Bank briefcase in the first place, should she prevail.
Well, Naomi is going to have to, well, to use her words, proceed with caution against these two women here tonight. And Naomi went after Rhea Ripley. Now Io Sky gets involved with the right hand, and we're underway with action in this Women's World Championship matchup.
Yeah, it's a lot more difficult now that Io Sky and Rhea Ripley are completely fresh, unlike the cash-in at Evolution when they were wiped out after such a torturous match.
Oh, of course, that was a surprise, right? Naomi cashing in. Tonight, there are no surprises. Oh no! Rhea Ripley, I think that was inadvertent, clocked Io Sky as they appeared to want to be working together there, and a mule kick by Naomi, and suddenly the champ's taken control.
And that was about the best thing that could have happened for Naomi in this one. Break up this alliance right off the bat. This ain't 2-on-1. Now surely it's every woman for themselves.
Naomi now climbing up to the top rope. Io and Rhea are there, and Naomi now with a cross body takes out Rhea and Io Sky. You know, we talked to the Countdown Show, Wade, the importance of this matchup for Naomi. There again is that kick from Rhea Ripley to Io Sky.
A friendly fire, despite the fact both are opponents in this match. That alliance completely obliterated right off the bat.
Well, Naomi's been upset too. That a lot of whispers over the past few weeks over the fact that she became champion by cashing in Money in the Bank. That maybe she didn't quite earn that. Those are the words of others in the locker room.
Complete BS. I've heard that a million times. The cash in is easy. That's the bit that a fool couldn't screw that up. The hard part is getting the briefcase in the first place. That is really where you win the World Championship. So I'm taking no shot on Naomi about cashing in and being successful. She earned every piece of that championship, but now you've got to earn it all over again.
And Rhea up on the apron now and looking to outpower Naomi here. And Naomi trying to block. Rhea got a handful of hair. Oh!
And Naomi was perhaps biting the hand there of Rhea Ripley. Either way, it was completely effective. And Naomi in the early goings here has been dominant.
The X Factor delivered to Io Sky. Cover now. And a kick out by Sky. Again, if it was biting, it's legal and no disqualifications here in the triple threat match tonight. The new attitude by Naomi. Tried to talk to her about it earlier today. Said she's
good luck with that.
She's sick and tired, she said, of being disrespected, being mistreated, being overused. And those were her words. She felt like she was stabbed in the back by both Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Decided it was time to do things on her own.
15 plus years at the top, and who was giving Naomi any respect until she alerted everyone to this change in personality. Proceed with caution. Oh my God, right on the nose of Rhea Ripley.
She kick off the ropes, and now Naomi gonna trying to pin Rhea there, who kicks out.
Well, look, when you break into the industry, as we take another look at this boot, I think it was actually the forehead of Rhea Ripley. Didn't get a gushing nose like Gunther last night, fortunately for the Aussie superstar. But when you break into this industry and you perform in a role like a funkadactyl, a backing dancer, very often the stigma of that follows you forever. Well, that's been enough for Naomi. It did follow Naomi, not anymore.
Oh, she also felt like a number of years ago she was forced out of the company, had to go and reinvent herself, which she did, became a TNA Knockouts champion, would return to WWE, and then decided, hey, I got to start doing things the way I want to do things around here, and it's paid off.
Yeah, came back after that departure, was given respect for about 3 weeks, and then it was all back to the old Naomi once again. Oh, it's just Naomi. We don't need to give her opportunities. Well, don't give me any opportunities. I'm just going to start taking them. Well done, Naomi.
Naomi with a big kick, and now... Oh, and Rhea bounced off the apron.
It's been all Naomi. She is absolutely battering Rhea and Io Sky, arguably the two best women wrestlers on the planet.
Naomi now up to the top rope. Rhea back to her feet. And Naomi, oh, what a blockbuster by Naomi. Quickly into the cover now on Ripley. Hooks the leg, and Rhea's got a kick out at 2.
Complete control from Naomi, just picking apart these two badass women. And Rhea Ripley looking in major dire straits, so they'll keep her eye on Io Sky.
Io Sky comes off the top rope, and Naomi able to avoid a perhaps a missile drop kick there. And now roll through by Naomi, kick right to the face of Io Sky. And again, Naomi looks great so far in this matchup.
Arguably the best Naomi has ever looked in her entire career. This woman is just getting better and better.
And now she's mocking Io Sky.
You do whatever you want when you're the champ. You have the gold, you're in control. Just keep on doing what you do.
And now Rhea back to her feet. Rhea with a clothesline. And now the Eradicator starts to take over. Naomi face first. Io springboard off the top rope, and there's the missile drop kick. Into a kip up for Sky. Now Rhea and Io having some fun together. You know they'd love to make this a one-on-one match at some point, Wade, to finally settle their differences.
It's a hell of a lot easier winning a one-on-one match than a three-way like this.
619 into a release German suplex.
Proceed with caution.
And this double teaming on Naomi might have been the only way Ripley and Io Sky were going to get back into the match, but now it's one-on-one.
Yeah, Rhea with that smile. We got some unfinished business back at Evolution last month. And Io, such a joy to watch. One of the best in the world going at it right here.
And if there was any doubt before Evolution, I think the world knew right after it. These are the two toughest women we've ever seen.
Covered by Rhea. Io's got a kick out at 2.
Put each other through hell in Atlanta 3 weeks ago and kept on ticking. Take another look at this. High-flying Io Sky just plucked out by the powerhouse Rhea Ripley.
Rhea going for a riptide, looking to put this one away. And Io able to turn it around, roll up, shoulders down, and a kick out by Rhea at 2. Another great takedown by Io. And now in control.
And in that crossface, and Rhea Ripley just too strong, at least at this point in the match, to keep that locked in. Oh, right on the bridge of the nose.
And Io missed wildly with a kick up on Rhea's shoulders now. Io,
oh my God, oh my God.
Cover by Sky to win the championship, and Naomi's got to break things up to save her title. That was close.
Oh, Poison Rana there, just as Rhea Ripley was going for the power move once again. Worked the first time, but Io Sky just developing as the match goes on, learning from opponents and figuring out counters.
And Naomi whipped in the corner, and there's a back elbow to Sky. Oh, man.
Great reflex dodge there by Naomi, but didn't dodge the second one.
Razor's edge from Rhea to Io. And now Ripley. Down goes Io again. Stacks her up. and Naomi drags Rhea off the cover.
What a contrast in styles between these three women. The high-flying technical skills of Io Sky, the power moves of Rhea Ripley, and this unorthodox craziness of Naomi.
Now Naomi, who appeared to be going in for a cover, was stopped by Ripley. And now Rhea and Naomi going at it outside the ring. Driven ribs first into the barricade and now into the steps.
That rage inside Rhea Ripley starting to bubble to the surface, and that can be dangerous for Ripley. She's devastating when she's in this mode, but she does take her eye off the ball when consumed by rage, drops the guard, and Io Sky can capitalize from any angle.
Springboard moonsault from Io Sky. There's a reason she's called Genius of the Sky as she wipes out Rhea and Naomi. And now Io with an opportunity to win the championship. That kick stunned Naomi, caught her in the ear.
This audience here starting to believe that it is Io Sky's night, especially with Rhea Ripley down on the outside.
Io looking for the bullet train attack, but Rhea Ripley looks to intercept, and Io gonna make her pay with a stomp.
Kryptonite strikes again for Rhea Ripley. Nothing is working against Io Sky.
We talked about it before. Sometimes you just have an opponent you can't beat. And Sky has been that for Ripley. A couple of bullet train attacks now.
And the longer that streak goes on, the worse it gets, the harder it is to get over the hump. Now Io Sky with all the momentum in the world. Choose your victim.
Rhea down and out in the far corner. And Io Sky says that's it. Gonna head up top. Maybe looking for over the moonsault. Rhea Ripley drives her into the ring post.
Oh, sternum first onto the top of that ring post. Could be cracked ribs or anything from there, but Rhea Ripley doesn't care. Not when gold is on the line.
Thought Rhea was going for the riptide, and Naomi caught her with a kick to the hamstring. And now Naomi, split leg moonsault. That's how she won the championship. Cover, hook of the leg. Isn't enough to put Rhea away. Io Sky over the moonsault, but she takes out Rhea. Naomi, that was a... She's been watching Bianca Belair. That was from WrestleMania. And look at this now. Shoulders down again and a kick out by Sky.
You're absolutely right. So much awareness from Naomi here. You mentioned it yourself. Something very similar happened at WrestleMania with former tag partner Bianca Belair. And we know full well that Naomi knows everything about Bianca Belair. She was stalking her in a house at one point, rummaging through her underwear drawers and finding out whatever else she could about Bianca Belair. Well, she found out the crucial detail there. That is how you avoid Io Sky.
Naomi's been doing her homework. Triple threat match for the Women's World Championship in front of over 56,000 tonight on SummerSlam Sunday at MetLife Stadium.
And crucially, it has given Naomi the upper hand with Rhea Ripley laid out. And now Io Sky on jelly legs. Shotei uppercuts there.
And another one by Io.
Io struggling to maintain a vertical base, but once again the pendulum swings here.
And Naomi, what a knee! What a collision! Man, broke the nose of Io Sky.
Completely wiping out the Genius of the Sky, but ready to pounce is Ripley.
Off the headbutt, into the riptide by Rhea. Rhea stacks up the champion. Io Sky just before the 3 count breaks things up.
1/100th of a second away from victory for Rhea Ripley. Look at this knee to a bang in motion. Io Sky temporarily wiping out the Japanese superstar, and then Ripley ready to pounce with the big hitter. Riptide connects. 2.99. Hey, that's not quite going to get the job done tonight, thanks to the speed of Io Sky.
Again, first woman to gain pinfall or submission wins the Women's World Championship. Naomi outside the ring after getting clocked by not just the knee, but the riptide. And now Rhea Ripley and Io Sky square off center of the ring.
Yeah, the double whammy to Naomi. Open a window for these two now to grab the gold. Got to make it count while you can, but there ain't much left in the tank of these two.
Exchanging blows. Io back to her feet. Rhea as well. Kick by Rhea drops Io to her knees.
Slugfest against Rhea Ripley. I don't fancy anyone else's chances.
And now Naomi gonna pay for it. And Rhea Ripley with a boot drives Naomi off the apron. And now Io gonna dump Rhea up to the apron as well.
And all of the big hits are going the way of Naomi right now.
Oh no!
Except for that one. Bullseye Rhea Ripley.
And now Ripley off the apron. Oh, bowling ball, the cannonball delivered to Naomi.
It's almost a scorpion kick. Kind of caught the heel of the boot right to the top of the head of Naomi. Scrambling the brains of the champ for now.
And now Naomi back up to the apron. She looks down at the champion. Io Sky back to her feet. Io Sky now looking for a sunset flip power bomb. Rhea Ripley hanging on. And now Io delivers a power bomb to Naomi. And all three women are down in front of us here.
Cushioning the landing somewhat for Rhea Ripley with the ribs of Naomi. But Rhea Ripley now not looking good at all. And in hot pursuit is Io Sky.
And Io gonna climb now to the top rope. Genius to the Sky says this one's over. Io Sky positioning. Uh-oh, looking for over the moonsault. And again, Rhea Ripley able to counter.
Sky just too sluggish on that one. So beat up at this point in the match, as are the other two women in the match.
Io caught her.
It's again one of those Shote uppercuts that completely scramble the brain.
Io
will stumble there.
jumping up to the top rope. Rhea Ripley with a headbutt. And now Rhea's got Io in position.
Oh, God.
Rhea Ripley from the second rope. Riptide! Avalanche Riptide! Stacks her up for the win. Naomi now from behind. Rolls up Rhea. Naomi retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still the Women's World Champion, Naomi!
My goodness, Wade. Rhea Ripley is snake bit. There's no other way to describe it. Ripley had the title won again, and Naomi came from out of nowhere and pinned Rhea Ripley. Doesn't matter if she used the tights, Rhea, no disqualification.
The craftiest woman on earth played all the right cards tonight. Naomi, the world is basking in your glow. Congratulations, still world champ.
This match was brought to you by Drumstick, the official partner of SummerSlam and America's favorite Sunday cone. Replay time now, because there's only one ultimate snack that's chocolatey, creamy, crunchy, and crispy, and it's Drumstick, the Snackdown champion.
This is the bullseye right to the kisser of the Genius of the Sky, followed by this little scorpion-like attack on Naomi. It looked like Naomi was dead and buried after this powerbomb right onto the chest by Io Sky, but things turned around in a hurry. One slip on the top rope from Io Sky, and Avalanche Riptide. Later it was over, but not in the way Rhea Ripley thought. It was over because Naomi pounced and was ready.
Here is your winner,
Shrewd, lucky, smart, Naomi is still the women's world champion.
In a world of sad snacks, two heroes with a passion for drumstick are about to lay the snack down. Snack down!
Tax season just got sweeter.
Snack down!
The snack time champ is here.
Snack down!
Drumstick steals the show.
Knock down! Another day, another drumstick, coming soon.
Like a dream. You walked into my life just like a dream. Till you hold me like a dream.
For more than 35 years, SummerSlam has delivered some of the most amazing moments in WWE history.
I am completely in shock right now.
And in 2026, we will once again make history.
Fasten your seatbelts. It is about to go down. Let's go.
Saturday, August 1st and Sunday, August 2nd, 2026 in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Live from the world-class U.S. Bank Stadium, WWE will bring 2 epic nights of SummerSlam to the Twin Cities. So there's only one question to ask. Are you ready?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. First week of August next year, 2026, SummerSlam, another epic 2-night event. It will head to the U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota for SummerSlam. You know, tonight's Lunacam is brought to you by Cricket. Fast and powerful nationwide 5G coverage. You can stress less and smile more. Well, huge WWE fan, from the Indiana Pacers, the 2-time All-Star Tyrese Halliburton just underwent successful surgery for a torn Achilles tendon. Said he would not miss the opportunity to be here in the front row tonight. Also here tonight, that man, Nick Hogan, the son of the late, great, immortal Hulk Hogan. Nick Hogan enjoying SummerSlam tonight. And the Hall of Famer, Michelle McCool, is here, enjoying what is sure to be an epic SummerSlam Sunday.
The Drumstick Squad has taken over SummerSlam. Leading the charge is the one and only, the OG Drumstick Code. He's dancing, he's dabbing, and he's dripping in deliciousness. This crowd cannot get enough, and that is why Drumstick is America's favorite. It's crunchy, chocolatey, creamy, crispy. What more can you ask for? Drumstick is the ultimate snack.
Yes, indeed it is. Nonetheless, we want to thank Cardi B for Outside, the official theme song of SummerSlam. I should let you do that all the time.
Give me the good one there, right?
Well, you know, SummerSlam is brought to you in part by Zenni, the official eyewear of WWE. Fans get 10% off when they use the code WWE on Zenni.com and Zenni app. Zenni eyewear for everyone. Yeah, I cannot believe it's been 25 years, a quarter of a century, since the very first tables, ladders, and chairs match at SummerSlam. Edge and Christian, the Dudley Boys, the Hardy Boys, making it a tradition, which is followed up tonight with the biggest TLC match of all time.
In honor of the 25th anniversary of the very first TLC match at SummerSlam 2000, we're thrilled to have 2 of the teams who competed in that match with us here tonight. Please welcome WWE Hall of Famers, Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys.
One of the greatest tag teams of all time. Devon and Bubba. Hey, Wade, get the
2, 3 tables. I'd happily put you through a table one day, Michael Cole. You're gonna figure that out.
And WWE legends, Matt and Jeff, the Hardy Boys!
All right, so awesome to see Matt and Jeff here. And Wade, you heard the news. In a couple of months, the TNA's Bound for Glory event. One last time, the Hardy Boys, the Dudley Boys, gonna do battle in a match.
Oh man, we got some OGs in the house tonight. The guys who set the table for the modern era of tag team wrestling.
The following is a tables, ladders, and chairs match! And it is for the WWE Tag Team Championship! In this match, there are no pinfalls, no submissions, no countouts, or disqualifications. The only way to win is when one team climbs a ladder and retrieves the titles hanging above the ring.
We won't slow.
Introducing first, the Street Profits!
You know, this is actually the third tables and ladders and chairs match in SummerSlam history. We mentioned the 2000 affair, and in 2009, CM Punk beat Jeff Hardy in a TLC match. And the WWE Tag Team titles are on the line in this one tonight. The Street Profits, former three-time tag team champions.
They were the most recent holders of the gold until they were dethroned by the returning Wyatt Six. But this year has really been the year of the Street Profits. They returned in a big way, went on a tear, and took out every team in the division before grabbing gold.
Ciampa and Gargano, despite what you might think about their crazy attitudes, they are former two-time WWE Tag Team Champions and one-time NXT champs. And I sort of am leaning toward DIY pulling things off in this match tonight.
Yeah, so DIY also held tag gold earlier this year. It's been such a chaotic division on SmackDown, but DIY have really been the manipulators in the background of this division, pitting all the other teams against each other. And if they do that tonight, they could well scalper up a ladder and grab gold.
Tag team champions. They lost their titles to DIY. Looking to grab the gold back here tonight. First SummerSlam for this team, Wade, that's been together for a couple of decades.
Yeah, well, we saw the Dudley boys a little earlier. We saw the Hardy boys a little earlier. Now, these two are from that same old school. A couple of revolutionaries who built their careers over in TNA before moving over here to SmackDown and ultimately SummerSlam later on in their careers. These two minds working together in complete cohesion. That is the strength of the Motor City Machine Guns.
Making their way to the ring, Axiom!
Nathan Frazier and Axiom, the tag team that was an odd couple at one point, Wade, thrown together on NXT, ended up being a two-time NXT tag team champion, 356 days cumulative as tag team champs down in NXT. This is a team that I expect to show us some highlights tonight.
Well, Axiom and Fraser, the portmanteau, Fraxium is the team name. They should just change that name to The Blur, because these two are so rapid, you need to upgrade your eyeballs to try and keep up with them. The fastest tag team I have ever seen.
It's their first SummerSlam, and they've actually knocked off the Profits in DIY in recent weeks. I love this team. Andrade and Phoenix undefeated since starting to team together on Friday Night SmackDown.
Yeah, so all the teams in this match, we've talked about how much history they all have together. Probably the minimum is Fraxium. They've got a couple of years together, but still a ton of reps. These two, however, thrown together about 6 weeks ago and just had instant chemistry. They went on a tear, win after win after win, ultimately got themselves a title match, which ended up in complete bedlam with a locker room clear out, but now they get their real chance at gold tonight. Auto chemistry, sometimes the magic is just there.
And this match is brought to you by Mike's Harder Lemonade. Hard days deserve a hard lemonade, but when you've had a really hard day, like the 6 teams about to compete in this TLC match, you may need a lemonade that hits harder. You need Mike's Harder Lemonade. What about us announcers that have been out here for 2 days?
I feel like we've not only had a hard day, we've had a hard week. So we deserve a pallet of Mike's Harder Lemonade.
A pallet?
A pallet, yeah. We'll finish it off.
No, the witch is here. I mean, I know it's Nikki Cross, but she freaks me out. Is that Abby the Witch?
Can we please get a change of pants for Michael Cole, who has made a puddle underneath his chair?
Do you not remember what happened when they first debuted in WWE and she was coming over here giving those creepy VHS tapes?
I tried to blank it out, Michael Cole, and now you've given me PTSD.
You want to do something really scary, Wade? Nope. This year's Universal Halloween Horror Nights event will immerse guests in terrifying haunted houses. The horrors of the Wyatt Six, inspired by the world of WWE. Halloween Horror Night starts August 29th at Universal Orlando Resort and September 4th at Universal Studios Hollywood. Buy your tickets now at HalloweenHorrorNights.com. You know who's going to be there, I guarantee you.
Oh.
Byron Saxton.
These guys have got their own Halloween horror house?
Yes. Wow. Well, look at them. I mean, they're a bunch of freaks, right? Loomis and Gacy.
I would like to see the business meeting where that was pitched to the Wyatt Six.
Do you think they actually did the pitch? And look at this guy. Loomis, who's been a tortured artist his whole career, was always a loner. Now he's teamed up with guys who are just as nuts as he is. Gacy, he used to be a cult leader in NXT. Did you forget about that?
No, absolute crazies. But since returning to SmackDown, they have shown sheer dominance in the division, ultimately capturing the gold and attacking every single team in that SmackDown locker room.
Oh, and here we go. TLC match is underway.
And it's apparently 10 versus 2, the 2 being the current champs, the Wyatt Six, who I mentioned moments ago had attacked every single team in the locker room since returning earlier this year. Well, this is payback time.
Again, the TLC rules, you got to use the ladder to climb it. Grab the tag titles that hang above the ring in order to become the tag team champions. This is going to be a car wreck. There's no other way to describe it. It's going to be out of control. There's going to be bodies flying everywhere. People are going to get hurt.
Now, I spoke to a bunch of these guys right after WrestleMania 41. They were all incredibly angry. They'd been left off the card. They were given a spot on SmackDown a few days later and were given a TLC match, and it was perhaps the match of the year. Thus far, message sent to management, don't leave us off again. And apparently, management listened.
And there we go, Fraxium, Frazier, and Axiom showing things off. And now the Motor City Machine Guns. Chris Sabin taking out DIY.
Kind of match we simply don't have enough cameras And people
We don't
have
have
a
enough
high
eyes.
likelihood of getting injured. There is carnage.
Oh, goodness.
Bodies strewn around the ring already, and we've been going, what, 30 seconds? Oh, no, it's Braxium initially getting the upper hand here, making a move for the first ladder. Waiting to greet them are the vets.
Oh, yeah, the Motor City Machine Guns. Oh, that didn't feel well. You been in any ladder matches in your career?
Yep, I lost every single one of them, Michael Cole. And I suspect you knew that before you asked the question,
I
which
did.
is why you asked it.
Yeah, you were the opposite of undefeated in ladder matches in your career.
Totally defeated.
And now Frazier and Axiom setting up the ladder. Center of the ring. If they climb and grab the titles, and now look who's here.
Yeah, well, joking aside, some of us are just not built for ladder matches, but when you look at Fraser and Axiom...
Oh, my goodness! Casey just threw a chair at Axiom.
And look how quick Nathan Fraser scrambles up there and gets a fingertip on the goal. As I was saying just then, some people are built for this kind of match. The high flyers, the quick movers, really are.
Death Valley Driver. I'll tell you who's built for this match is these sickos, these whack jobs, the Wyatt Six.
I don't know what they're built for, but apparently they are built for success, and it's come rapidly since returning to SmackDown.
And now Dawkins and Montez Ford. Casey completely missed the ladder, which probably saved him.
Yeah, either way, it was going to hurt.
And now, right here in front of us, Gargano and Shelley going at it. Johnny Gargano, believe it or not, his first SummerSlam here tonight in this matchup.
Well, there's fights everywhere you look right now. There's 12 bodies around here. They're all swinging at anything that moves. And give it a second bite of the cherry. And this time the brawler Gacy eats the steel.
Yeah, this time around, Joe Gacy did not avoid the ladders as the Street Profits are fired up and ready to go.
How are the Street Profits cooking up in the ring right now? I don't like it. Let's get the tables, perhaps.
And again, Bubba and Devon, they're at ringside front row, and
they're nodding in approval.
Yeah, Bubba Ray's cheering over the fact that the Street Profits have brought out the Slim Jim tables.
Well, I'm a little worried that Bubba Ray's going to climb over the barricade and try and get involved in this match. He's looking awfully excited over there, as is Devon. What are we building, guys? We're trying to win a match here.
Oh, and driven into the post goes Sabin by Tommaso Ciampa, who's another one that, you know, is a little crazy in his own right.
Well, what I like about Tommaso Ciampa, #1, the endurance, the greatest physique perhaps on the roster, never out of breath, a training machine, but add to that, the high in-ring IQ. Oh my God. We saw that chair bounce off the head of Angelo Dawkins. That's a tough guy. He can take a punch, but...
And we haven't called the names of Andrade and Ray Phoenix much yet, but we are now. Because here...
Oh, look at that!
That would have been one of the most unique victories I've ever seen in this type of matchup.
Who needs ladders when you're a couple of acrobats like those two?
And the Street Profits, the former tag champs. Oh, look at this! Andrade and Phoenix turning things around. Three Amigos! And the chance for the late, great Eddie Guerrero.
The Lucha Libre legend himself, Andrade and Ray Phoenix, fully in tune, fully on the same page here, and perhaps going in for the kill.
Now a DIY, though, going to stop them in their tracks. Ciampa and Gargano now into the ring, and on the attack with the steel chairs, completely legal in a tables, ladders, and chairs match.
And how many times do we talk about in a regular triple threat match how difficult it is to get the win? There's always a fresh competitor around.
And it's dangerous outside the ring. I don't think we saw that, but a chair just came flying out of the ring and caught Ray Phoenix. I mean, you don't even have to be in the middle of the action to get hurt out here.
Yeah, shrapnel flying everywhere, not even aimed at Phoenix, but he caught a nasty one on the outside, and oh my God!
Montez Ford launched over the top rope!
Well, the game plan was to throw him into that table that's propped up in the corner. Montez Ford ducked out the way and took out everyone on the outside in the process, leaving DIY all alone in the ring with a ladder.
And now Gargano and Ciampa's opportunity, both climbing the ladder, trying to make it to the tag titles, and now the Motor City Machine Guns with the steel chairs, dropping Ciampa and Gargano.
Earlier this year, Ciampa and Gargano screwed over former friends, the Motor City Machine Guns, in a big way, so that must have felt pretty damn good for the Machine Guns.
And now look at this, double team by the Motor City Machine Guns. Oh, goodness! That drop kick driving Gacy through the chair. And now Ciampa is building a bridge from the announce table to the ring apron.
There are instruments of torture everywhere you look. Things getting constructed left, right, and center. Every team's coming to this one with a game plan, but a lot of times amidst the carnage, you got to figure it out on the fly.
Again, Gargano delivering. Oh, look at that! Johnny Gargano and Gacy through the table. We just saw Gargano take out his once best friend, Alex Shelley. And now, Dexter Lumis from up top. Oh, God! Oh, my God! Montez Ford may be dead. Lumis launched his entire body like a cannonball, Wade.
What a sickening landing, and keep your eye on Ray Phoenix.
Phoenix with a splash through the table.
Anything you can do, Lumis, I can do better.
Oh, wait a minute. Big old Doc. Angelo Dawkins built like a linebacker. Should be playing for Cincinnati Bengals. We're going up top, and Axiom meeting him there.
Oh, God, there's no way. Absolutely not. The Spanish superstar.
Oh, my goodness, a Spanish fly through a table.
Oh, my God. Take a look at the first one. Joe Gacy with a springboard DDT through the table. Montez Ford with a leg drop from Lumis. Ray Phoenix with the 5-star frog splash through the table on Fraser, and then Axiom, the Spaniard with the Spanish fly, taking out Angelo Dawkins.
Brother, there are bodies everywhere. And look who's come down to ringside now.
Name her. Who is it? Who is it, Michael?
That is Candice LeRae.
Wow!
The actual wife of Johnny Gargano is out here at ringside.
Michael Cole has been researching all week for that one, and he got it. Well, wait a second.
Oh, now.
Candice LeRae.
And B-Fab's here. B-Fab's here.
B-Fab, who is aligned with the Street Profits, is clearly not going to allow Candice LeRae to steal the gold on behalf of DIY. And if that was the game plan for DIY, might need to return to the drawing board.
Oh, now look who's here. Nikki Cross. Oh, my goodness. Nikki Cross is here. That Carrie wannabe is climbing the ladder now, going after B-Fab.
Ladies. Oh, no! It's turned into ladies' night here at TLC. That is if you can, in fact, call Nikki Cross a lady, which is questionable.
What would have happened if they grabbed the titles? I'm confused.
Yeah, I don't know how that would play out, but Candice LeRae is getting a second bite at this. And Johnny Gargano, Hobbs, is steadying the ladder.
Johnny steadying the ladder for his wife, the Poison Pixie. Ciampa now drops Shelley. And Candice is close to grabbing the titles. Candice is close to grabbing the titles.
With DIY playing guard on the floor, if she throws them the title, I think they've got it.
Oh my God! Holy! Ciampa and Gargano inadvertently sending Gargano's wife, Candice, through a ladder.
Don't blame Gargano and Ciampa. They were shoved into the ladder, and the victim is Candice LeRae, who may never walk straight again.
Oh my God, somebody get the damn doctor out here. Now what does Johnny do? Maybe you should check on your wife. He just gave his wife the thumbs up, and now he's going to try to win the championship.
Well, her lips didn't move, but she says, I'm absolutely fine, Johnny. Go grab the gold.
She didn't say that. She can't move. She's out cold.
We'll worry about that later. Get the match won first.
And now Montez Ford leaping up to the center of the ladder. Here comes Ford now. Oh no, Eric Rowan now.
This big freak of nature.
Big Red with a big boot.
And the numbers game of the Wyatt Six has been the story from day one. A man who is not legal in this match. Eric Rowan causing chaos And there's nothing the refs can do about it.
There's no disqualification. It doesn't matter. Rowan now lifting up forward, shoving him into Dawkins.
Well, Eric Rowan is the size of a tag team if they morphed together and created one monstrous human being. And he might just win this match on his own for the Wyatt Six.
Look at Rowan now. Look at this monster. Oh, the Street Profits, though, able to battle back with a big kick to the midsection. Now chairs being used by Dawkins and Ford. Trying to bury Eric Rowan of the Wyatt Six.
Fine, you've got to soften up this big brute any way you can, and steel on bone. I don't care how big you are, it's always going to sting.
Man, what a match. I told you it was going to be a car wreck.
It has been absolute insanity, and I wouldn't want anything less from these 12.
And look at Rowan's back on his feet. Eric Rowan driven to the table by the Profits.
I don't think he's getting back up after that one, and the same could be said for the Street Profits.
Well, the same could be said for Candice. Candice is just still down and out outside the ring here.
This is when Eric Rowan came back to life, only to be sent packing again by the Street Profits, and I can't believe anybody is moving in this match.
Well, Ciampa is. He's setting up a ladder, trying to win the tag team polls.
Well, by my count, 12 people are involved in the match. We've actually had 16 people total get involved, and it might be academic.
Ciampa's there. Ciampa's there. Motor City Machine Guns now. Shelley and Sabin, and Ciampa now hanging on. Ciampa hanging on for dear life, hanging on to the titles. Meanwhile, Nathan Frazer climbing a ladder. Gargano's throwing chairs. Look at Frazer.
Frazer so rapidly getting up there, booting Gargano up.
And Frazer now. Nobody home. Ciampa. That was incredible.
Core strength and timing, and nothing Nathan Frazer can do about it. Missed with that spear. Oh! Super kick to the jaw of a springboard moonsault.
Gargano's got to move the ladder to the center of the ring to help out his partner Ciampa here.
Well, that was brilliant for Tommaso Ciampa, and it's earned him the gold.
Ford
It hasn't.
leaping onto the ladder. Montez Ford now. Ford's close to the titles. Ciampa's knocked off the ladder. Here comes Gargano. Here comes Axiom.
Montez Ford all alone at the top of the ladder, and now the blur I mentioned earlier, Axiom.
Axiom with a headbutt low.
This match has been almost over about 6 times in a row there.
And now the Motor City Machine Guns setting up the ladder as Ford and Axiom go at it. The Motor City Machine Gun's going to climb the ladder, try to grab the gold. Axiom's got his hands.
Gold is swinging around left, right, and center, oscillating wildly at the top. And every competitor who can at least move is scrambling up there to get a piece of the action.
Yeah, who's going to win the tag team titles? Everybody's so close. Motor City Machine Guns dropping down to the mat. And look who's here! Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy is now in the ring. And down go DIY through a couple of tables.
The numbers game of the Wyatt Six comes into play once again. This group is screwing every team
Well, not
in
quite
the
yet.
match.
Nathan Frazer, so quick, up to the top of the ladder. Uncle Howdy's going to meet him there. And now from behind with a steel chair is Phoenix.
Never seen a human being scramble up a ladder as quick as Nathan Frazer just did. The speed of the Puma, but unfortunately met by that mandible claw.
And now, Frazer dropped to the mat. Ray Phoenix now going to climb up the ladder on the other side. Try to prevent Uncle Howdy from getting up to the titles.
Uncle Howdy has just had his men ready to unleash hell at the snap of the fingers.
And now Andrade is up there as well. Who is going to win this tag team championship match? Oh my God! A sunset flip powerbomb into a ladder!
It's wiped out Howdy, it's wiped out Andrade, but Ray Phoenix gingerly moving his way closer and closer to gold.
It could be Phoenix's opportunity. Meanwhile, Loomis and Gacy into the ring. Steel chairs in hand.
Shot to the lower back of Ray Phoenix, who has been badly abused already in this match, and it's about to get even worse.
Oh, now Loomis and Gacy take out Phoenix.
Andrade's getting good. Getting shot down for good measure too, and now all alone in the ring, the current reigning champs.
And Loomis playing defense as Gacy climbs the ladder. Gacy grabbing the gold. unhooking the titles? He does, and the Wyatt Six retain.
Here are your winners, and still the WWE Tag Team Champions, the Wyatt Six.
That was the damnedest thing I've ever seen. I don't know how any of these people are functioning, Wade.
Well, I hope our medical crew in the back are fully limbered on. They're going to have their hands full for a little while after this match because that was utter insanity. But ultimately, it takes a family to win the gold.
Well, this replay is brought to you by Mike's Harder Lemonade. Hard days deserve a hard lemonade, but when you've had a really hard day like the 16th that just competed in this match, you need a lemonade that hits harder. You need Mike's Harder Lemonade.
What great core strength from Tommaso Ciampa, ducking out the way of that from Nathan Fraser, who's all the speed in the world, couldn't keep him away from that perfectly timed Gargano super kick, but this was the night ending for DIY. What a sickening thud that was.
And then the sunset flip powerbomb by Andrade. And then Loomis and Casey would take out Phoenix, and it would be the Wyatt Six night.
This was after the entirety of the Wyatt Six and at various points in the match got involved and assisted these two, but gold remains with this family of sickos.
Well, as we look to regroup now, we have a special sneak peek for WWE fans, a preview for the new horror thriller from the director of Barbarian, Weapons, only in theaters and in IMAX, August 8th. Woo!
All of the kids from my town disappeared into the dark. And do you know why? I'm gonna tell you now.
Weapons, rated R.
I think the magic is out there under the lights.
This is uncharted water.
This is a calculated, coordinated production.
A lot can go wrong.
Tell them to go down.
It can get bloody, it can get messy.
That's show business, baby.
I want to make sure it makes a noise.
Just the sodomy that would get arrested.
This is insanity.
We're going to show you how the story unfolded before your eyes.
Just getting started.
Canelo Alvarez, one of the greatest Mexican boxers of all time. All of Mexico is marching with him. Viva Mexico, Cabrón! Terrence Bud Crawford. He is on a whole nother level.
It doesn't get any bigger than this.
This is truly a super fight.
The sport of boxing will change forever.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
And it's two champions, one night on Saturday, September 13th. Canelo Alvarez faces Terrence Bud Crawford in an epic showdown at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com or elevate your fight night with VIP ticket packages at onlocationexp.com/Canelo Crawford. Well, speaking of Vegas, WrestleMania is headed back to Vegas. Experience the nonstop excitement at WrestleMania 42. With On Location, the official fan hospitality partner of WWE, unrivaled access, unmatched service, and unforgettable experiences. Secure your spot to purchase packages before they're available to the general public by placing your deposit today at onlocationexp.com/WWE. Well, Wade, tonight's Steadicam is brought to you by Mike's Harder Lemonade. And again, Fathom continues to tease us on night 2. Hard days deserve a hard lemonade, but when you've had a really hard day like the WWE superstars in the ring, you may need a lemonade that hits harder. You need Mike's Harder Lemonade. We talked about this, that the president signed an executive order last week reinstating the presidential fitness test, flanked by athletes including WWE Chief Content Officer and Hall of Famer Triple H, who will be a spokesperson and an advocate of making America fit again. Well, this is SummerSlam Sunday, but here at MetLife Stadium and around the world, they're still talking about what happened last night at SummerSlam Saturday when Seth Rollins shocked the world and cashed in Money in the Bank.
袭击
Survivor Series zurückkehrte. Nochmal mit dem Antikörper. Hämmert auf CM Punk ein. Er meint es abhauen, er macht es zu seiner Mission. CM Punk ise vermeyecek. Bu anın tadını çıkarması ise vermeyecek.
Şampiyonluk sadece bir dakika mı?
Stiamo per assistere a qualcosa di clamoroso. C'è lo stomp. Bella fatta. Seth Rollins gli ha fottuto la cintura. Incredibile a Somerset, incredibile al MetLife Stadium. Seth Rollins incassa la valigetta del Money in the Bank e diventa nuovo campione del mondo dei pesi massimi. Ci aveva preso in giro tutti, aveva finto l'infortunio a Saturday Night's Main Event. Man, I still cannot get off the high I was on last night. That was just an absolutely incredible moment. Well, ladies and gentlemen, WWE Slam by Topps is your go-to destination for SummerSlam 2025 digital playing cards. Collect cards, coins, superstar avatars, and chat with WWE fans around the world as all the action unfolds. Download WWE Slam by Topps now, free in the App Store and Google Play. Well, you know, the man became Lyra's replacement, but will she replace her for good? The trail runs deep, and tonight it comes to a head. No rules, no rematch, no more second chances. If Lyra fails tonight, she never gets another shot as long as the man is still champion. Lyra Valkyria challenges Becky Lynch. No disqualifications, no countouts for the Women's Intercontinental Championship live next. Lyra Valkyria, Becky Lynch have become great friends over the last couple of years.
Be able to be here, it's really quite amazing, especially to be by this woman's side.
Double champion with the man, dream come true, and I couldn't be happier.
And new! Very disappointed Becky Lynch. Lyra Valkyria as well. Not quite the way they wanted the Raw after WrestleMania to go.
Lyra wouldn't be in this business if it wasn't for me. I had high hopes. But she got to see what a bigger star looks like. I can see behind your eyes a sickness has consumed you. And you're never satisfied. There's nothing that you won't do.
The one thing I want to drive into your skull more than my foot is the fact that you didn't make me.
'Cause you take
I put this title on the line. Backlash.
I'm gonna make that matter like I made you matter.
She tried to break my arms, oh yeah. Now it's personal. I am going to hurt her.
The thing that's going to hurt you the most is when you're gonna have to raise my hand.
Becky's got the title.
At Evolution, I beat Bayley. I beat Lyra. You have done nothing but disrespect me for months. When you lose at SummerSlam, you can never challenge for this title ever again.
My problem is I never take it quite far enough. No countouts, no disqualification.
'Cause you take everything you can take until there's nothing left to never change, stay the same, feet on the grave that makes you. When's it gonna be too much? When's it
prepared to go to a place that I have never gone before.
It doesn't matter how good you think you are. I am the greatest to ever do it.
The following is a no countouts, no disqualification match for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. The only way to win is by pinfall or submission.
No!
Introducing first, the challenger from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkyria.
Wade in her very first SummerSlam, it could be the last chance for Lyra Valkyria. She must win tonight to take the Intercontinental Championship from Becky Lynch. If she doesn't, she never gets an opportunity at the championship as long as Becky holds the gold.
Yeah, a lot at stake tonight for Lyra. This is really a coming-of-age moment, a chance to prove that Becky, the past was yours and the future's mine. You are all out of time.
Lyra knocked off Bayley in a 2 out of 3 falls matchup to earn this opportunity at SummerSlam. She owns a 2-1 record in singles competition against the champion Becky Lynch. And again, Lyra, the inaugural Intercontinental Champion. SummerSlam is presented by Chase Freedom Unlimited, the official credit card of SummerSlam. And by Minute Maid, bring the juice. And by Wingstop. Wingstop's here. Do not miss any of the action. Get flavor delivered to your door. Wingstop.com.
Intercontinental Champion, the man, Becky Lynch.
Papa John's delivers quality pizza with championship ingredients. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's. A lot of memories in this stadium, Wade, for this woman, Becky Lynch. Back at WrestleMania 35 here at MetLife Stadium, Becky Lynch, Ronda Rousey, and Charlotte Flair made history when they became the first women to ever main event a WrestleMania. I spoke to Becky in a sit-down interview on the Countdown Show, which was taped earlier this week. Becky told me that that moment will resonate with her forever. I also asked her what she's scared of. Why is she paranoid? Why has she been acting like this over the past couple of months? She didn't really answer the question, but I posed this. Perhaps she's worried about her legacy as she gets further on in her career.
Well, Becky Lynch has been the standard of Irish dominance in women's wrestling around the globe for the past 10 years. She is the man who kicked down doors for every woman in this industry, and she is not ready to relinquish that role to a young, up-and-coming pretender from the same city of Dublin, Ireland, in Lyra Valkyria.
Not sure I would use the word pretender when it comes to Lyra Valkyria. Lyra, the inaugural Intercontinental Champion. As I mentioned, a winning record against Becky Lynch over the past couple of years. Again, Becky said, hey, listen, I'll give you one more chance. Lyra took it. If you don't beat me, you'll never get a chance at the title, Lyra. How did Lyra counter? Let's make this no countouts, no disqualifications. Becky had no choice but to agree.
Well, Becky does not fear that from anyone, and a nice shot immediately there from Becky Lynch, and it's turned into a slugfest.
And Valkyria now dropping the champion Lynch. Lyra Valkyria been extremely upset over her treatment by Lynch ever since the night after WrestleMania, the night that Becky Lynch turned on Lyra when they lost the tag team titles.
No, they didn't lose them. Lyra lost the tag team titles, and she was to blame for her punishment afterwards. It was tough love. Tell the truth.
I have no idea how you ever lived on a tag team with that attitude.
Nobody would tag with me, and that was absolutely fine, no problem. And nobody should tag with Lyra Valkyria because she will lose the gold if you win them with her.
By Lyra, and Lyra is controlling the match early on against Becky Lynch. Not sure if Becky was expecting this fire. She should have been out of Lyra Valkyria. And now Lyra, nobody home, lands on the floor, and Lyra now driven into the announce table by Becky. And Becky now bouncing Lyra's face right off her announce desk.
And what did you just say, Michael Cole? Becky Lynch should not bring this kind of fire out of Lyra Valkyria. Yes, she should, because Lyra Valkyria just overcommitted. She was so angry, incandescent with rage. Her strategy went out the window, and that's when the vet, the man, the standard of Irish dominance in women's wrestling took control.
Well, I agree with you on that point. I mean, obviously the veteran Becky, a former 7-time world champion.
More than one way to skin a cat in this game. Sometimes you've got to take a couple of shots to really get the advantage, but wait up.
And Becky had a kendo stick, and Lyra now has a crowbar.
Yeah, I see your kendo stick. I've got something far more dangerous.
Yeah, Becky, not too happy to see that crowbar in the hands of Lyra Valkyria, and crowbar meets kendo stick. Crowbar will always win.
Every single time. Now it's taking down the kendo stick. Next,
Becky. Oh! Man, that would have ended this match quickly if Lyra had connected there. And now Becky Lynch once again driving Lyra face first off the steel steps.
How impressive was that movement of Becky Lynch? Full well that it would have been nice over had that crowbar connect, but nice movement there from Lyra Valkyria.
Landing on the barricade and now a cross body to take out Lynch. Again, there are no countouts in this match. They can fight out here all night long.
I do think there is a screw loose of anybody who commits themselves to this kind of match, and it was Valkyria who demanded this. Yes, you may ultimately end up winning this should things go your way, but regardless, win or lose, you're coming out of this one with some major damage incurred.
Well, wait, I thought it was great strategy by Lyra. I mean, Becky loves to cheat her way to victories, controversial wins, and Lyra Valkyria trying to make sure that doesn't happen tonight by having this stipulation.
Well, this certainly is the great equalizer, and it's gone back and forth, but now the youngster Valkyria getting the upper hand.
I am so impressed with Lyra Valkyria. You're looking at a future women's world champion, no doubt about it. And Lyra now with a boot right to the midsection of Becky Lynch. Becky, driven into the... And that poor still photo man outside the ring just got... sent him back to the medical tent.
It's a dangerous place to be for anyone near this ringside area, not least Becky Lynch, who is getting bounced from pillar to post.
Becky bounced off the post now.
From a resurgent Lyra Valkyria heading back our way, apparently.
Oh, look out, Wade! Lyra sending Becky right over her announce table into the floor.
Stuck between a rock and a hard place here. Where do you want me to go? I'm out the way.
Oh,
Don't get me involved.
Got herself back up in your chair, and now Lyra Valkyria with a drop kick to Becky through the chair to the floor.
Valkyria has risen.
Becky Lynch maybe doubting, wondering why she ever agreed to this matchup with Lyra tonight.
She was forced into it, to be fair.
You know, Becky told me in the interview this week that it's Becky's best for business. Lyra may be best for business after tonight.
Well, Becky Lynch might not be ready for any kind of business whatsoever the way this thing is going.
Becky, you may want to wake up because Lyra's got a table. Lyra Valkyria dragging a table out here to ringside.
Who highly effective in our TLC match earlier tonight, taking out numerous superstars, and this could be a one-way ticket to the gold for Lyra Valkyria, whatever she is cooking up here.
Lyra setting up the table at ringside. Becky Lynch. Becky from behind. Becky somewhere grabbed a steel chain and now using it to her advantage.
Sheamus would call that a Dublin grin.
Oh, good. Look at this. The chain in the mouth of Lyra Valkyria, and Becky with that sick, sadistic look on her face.
Torturing the tonsils of Lyra Valkyria, and for good measure, eating the steel steps in the process. And once again, perhaps a little bit of over-enthusiasm from the young pretender, spending way too long.
Oh, stop with the pretender stuff.
Well, you're not a pretender until you beat the man Becky Lynch.
Oh, she did. She has a winning record against Becky. Obviously, you don't listen to anything I say.
That's if you ignore the triple threat at Evolution that Becky Lynch won, and that makes it 2-2. You're a liar. You twist statistics. It's what you do all the time.
I'm talking about one-on-one matches, Wade. Listen up. Oh, and a kendo stick to the spine. And Becky Lynch now. Here's the mean streak from the man, unloading on Valkyria. The woman who has the second most wins in the history of SummerSlam, Becky Lynch, is taking out all her anger and frustration on Valkyria tonight.
Yeah, there's levels to this game, and Valkyria. You twist statistics. Is what you do all the time.
I'm talking about one-on-one matches, Wade. Listen up. Oh, and a kendo stick to the spine. And Becky Lynch now. Here's the mean streak from the man, unloading on Valkyria. The woman who has the second most wins in the history of SummerSlam, Becky Lynch, is taking out all her anger and frustration on Valkyria tonight.
Yeah, there's levels to this game, and Valkyria.
And Lyra Valkyria looks to be defenseless after the beatdown with a kendo stick. Now right to the spine of Lyra. And this is a vicious Lynch we're watching here again to Valkyria.
Valkyria is getting turned into mincemeat tonight.
I mean, this is a woman that grew up idolizing Becky Lynch. They developed a great friendship, and now I believe a jealous Lynch has turned things around in the way she feels about Lyra Valkyria.
How can you be jealous if you are the champion?
Oh, nice drop toe hold. Face first into the chair.
Just unmatched finesse and heinous attacks from Becky Lynch. That's why she is the absolute best.
Oh, no. Toolbox in hand. You can see how heavy it is. Becky having to use her shoulder to support it. Now, oh, right to Valkyria. And this is becoming a massacre, Wade. Cover now on Lyra. Manages to stay in it.
Careful what you wish for, Lyra Valkyria. Because this is what you get. You're playing with fire. Prodding Becky Lynch.
Bang! I was always wondering what was inside those toolboxes, and Becky Lynch has pulled out what... Is that it? It appears to... And now Becky pounded away on Valkyria.
It's a zip tie.
Yeah, it's a zip tie. That's what I thought. Becky's got a zip tie, and she's going to zip tie the hands together, literally handcuffing Valkyria here.
Perfectly legal, Michael Cole. Guess what, Valkyria? This is what you asked for.
Well, indeed she did. No disqualification stipulation. And Valkyria now, and now a wrench in the hand of Becky. Oh, goodness, to the ribs. And the official can't do anything about this.
Welcome to the jungle, Lyra Valkyria, where only the strongest will survive.
Welcome to the man cave. And Becky Again with that wrench in hand into the corner. And Lyra Valkyria just pummeled by Lynch. Cover by Becky. Hook to the leg. Is it enough? Kick out by Valkyria.
I mean, at this point, if you're Lyra Valkyria, what is the point in kicking out? You can't defend yourself. You can't throw attacks. The referee can technically step in if Lyra Valkyria simply can't defend herself.
That suplex to Lyra Valkyria.
The referee is now gone white as a ghost. He's questioning, should I step in? Is this my moment? Do I need to protect Lyra?
And now the exploder to Valkyria, who again can't even defend herself, has no use of her hands right now. Look at, she's trying to use the step to somehow saw that zip tie apart, but Becky Lynch just relentless on her assault here. I mean, Becky's to the point where she could really damage this young woman's career.
That's the intent right now. Finish Valkyria off for good. And Valkyria hung out to dry.
Oh no, the kendo stick to Lyra. Come on, Becky, what are you doing here? I mean, this is a woman that the locker room looked up to. She was a role model. People like Lyra Valkyria based everything in their career on Becky Lynch. And now Becky Lynch is trying to torture this woman and punish her with the kendo sticks.
Please stop,
my God.
Becky Lynch is just merciless, and that's how you have to be at the very top level.
Well, I mean, at some point, Wade, just go for the pin and win this thing. End it. And Becky Lynch now, with Valkyria not able to protect herself, delivers the leg drop off the ropes. Cover again by Lynch. And again, Lyra somehow gets the shoulder up. I mean, Lyra's got guts. She's got heart. She's got resilience, but I'm not sure if her brain's functioning right now.
Yeah, I'd call this stupidity at this point. You simply can't win a fight from this position. Hands tied together, body mashed.
And now Lyra desperately trying to see what's left in that toolbox. I don't think there's anything there. Well, there was, but Lyra couldn't get her hands on it.
Actually, but yeah, if you got your hands tied together, what good are they?
And Becky now, chairs position, went for the manhandle slam. Lyra Valkyria able to somehow get her arms around Becky, and now she's got Becky trapped in the waistlock, and now Lyra Valkyria using headbutts for offense.
But no,
oh goodness!
No way to escape for Becky Lynch, and this may have turned around in a hurry.
And look at, did the zip ties come apart?
I think they snapped on impact from that belly-to-belly suplex.
Oh no, actually, no, they aren't. They're still intact. The zip tie still intact. Of Valkyria.
Well, I thought she got lucky on that landing, but no such joy. And there was a flurry of offense, an attempt to escape, but it simply wasn't enough.
And now Lyra fighting back, man. What guts from this young lady. Lyra Valkyria with a kick now to the head of Becky Lynch, and Becky stunned and in trouble.
Well, I'll take nothing away from the resilience of Lyra Valkyria. She's showing us all something right now.
Lyra with a drop kick.
Kind of athleticism most people simply cannot pull off without their hands tied.
And again, hands still zip tied together. Lyra Valkyria second. It's a moonsault on Becky Lynch. Into the cover now. Shoulders are down, but she couldn't hook the leg, and Becky was able to kick out.
A no-hand moonsault. How do you get rotation with your hands tied together? But this dropkick speaks for itself. I'm astounded by that. To be able to pull this maneuver off such high risk, this deep into a match with hands tied together, don't try that at home, anybody.
Yeah, over 56,000 here tonight at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. This is SummerSlam Sunday for the Intercontinental Championship. Becky, Lyra, no countouts, no disqualifications. Lyra's last opportunity at the title. And now Lyra Valkyria, handcuffed, zip tied together, using to her advantage, bouncing Becky face first off the chairs.
By hook or by crook, trying to figure out a way. And you do sense if Lyra can get those hands free, it's going to be over in a short amount of time, because with all the momentum in the world now.
Well, Lyra here obviously attempting somehow to untie the protective padding, the turnbuckle padding there.
We read a book by Harry Houdini before she entered this match.
And in 1913 wants her guy back. And now Lyra Valkyria tossing the turnbuckle outside the ring, and Becky from behind. And Lyra driven into the post, shoulder first. I mean, Lyra had a rally, but I mean, what can you expect to do? You can't wrestle. You can't combat in this type of matchup when you can't use your hands.
I mean, it was impressive enough that Lyra Valkyria is even still ticking in this matchup.
And Becky has no idea where Lyra went. Becky Lynch has no idea where the challenger for the Intercontinental Championship has disappeared to. Well, there's your Houdini reference.
I think I saw Lyra going through the crowd to the exit and saying, nah, my night's over. Hand it to Becky Lynch.
I don't believe that happened.
The best woman has won. The best man has won, in fact.
And Becky looking. Oh! And Lyra was under the ring with a fire extinguisher in hand.
Noxious gases inside those fire extinguishers, now in the lungs of Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch blinded by that fire extinguisher from Lyra Valkyria. And now Lyra trying to figure out, look at this, Lyra trying to use the sharp edge of that fire extinguisher to break these, the grip by the zip tie here.
There is a technique to this. I know the SAS, the Special Forces in the UK.
How do you know?
I know everything about the SAS. They are the absolute best on the planet. And hopefully Lyra Valkyria knows a thing or two.
Okay, James Bond. And Lyra Valkyria now underneath the ring and trying to somehow use anything she can to get those zip ties. And now Becky Lynch with a kendo stick in hand. Lyra better turn around. Lyra Valkyria, she finally got herself separated. And now intercepts Becky. And Lyra has use of her hands again. And Lyra Valkyria making the man pay.
What a game-changing moment it is, getting those hands loose from the zip tie. And now swinging for the fences.
And Becky Lynch is now on the run.
I mean, the mindset of Becky Lynch, seeing her opponent free, but apparently...
Oh, and the kendo stick just splintered. And now Lyra Valkyria hooking Becky Lynch, fisherman suplex. Cover now for the win and the championship, Becky at 2.
What a gutsy performance from Lyra Valkyria, but it ain't over yet. There's a certain level of class that Becky Lynch has when the chips are down.
Lyra Valkyria now, and Becky Lynch steals chair that she was going to use. Lyra drove the chair off the face of Becky.
Ricocheting off the forehead of Becky Lynch, and Becky Lynch has no clue where she's at now.
Now outside the ring, Lyra Valkyria. Becky Lynch on her shoulders. Becky, though, able to get to the steps. Now a handful of hair. And Becky with Lyra going for the manhandle slam. Lyra trying to counter. She's got Becky up on her shoulders now. Lyra Valkyria with a bit of Nightwing to Becky Lynch.
Oh, off the steps, onto the concrete floor. There ain't much padding out here, guys. Trust me on that one.
But the pinfall has to take place inside the ring as we take another look.
Once again, so resourceful was Lyra Valkyria after taking a hideous beating in this match. And I mean, it would be over had Becky Lynch landed in the ring there.
Well, Lyra Valkyria, what a performance tonight with everything she was against, getting her hands zip-tied, beaten down by Becky. The fact that she's still in this fight, what a testament to the heart of this young woman.
Just no quit whatsoever in Valkyria, just keeps on believing even when it felt like there was zero chance.
I told you, Lyra Valkyria she's a future world champion. I believed in Lyra since day one here. Tremendous athlete, great upside for Lyra, and could be closing in on the Intercontinental title.
Not doubting that at all. Lyra Valkyria incredibly special, and she's converting the doubters second by second in this one.
Lyra into the corner. Becky Lynch moves out of harm's way. Remember, the turnbuckle had been exposed by Lyra. Now a manhandle slam through the chair, into the cover for the win. Lyra kicks out again.
And that look says it all. This may not be your night, Becky Lynch. Face first into the exposed turnbuckle, followed by the manhandle slam onto 2 chairs, and you still don't win.
Now is doubt creeping in on Becky now, Wade, with everything she's done to Lyra Valkyria tonight.
The entire soul, brain, body of Becky Lynch is racked in doubt. That's all that exists for Becky Lynch right now. Can she overcome that?
Well, probably the best thing Lyra did was roll out of the ring there after suffering the manhandle slam through the chairs and somehow kicking out. And now Becky Lynch with a chair in hand to the spine of Lyra Valkyria. Lyra has, well, she's absorbed so much punishment here tonight, and somehow still in this. And Becky just face first off the chair.
A bouncing ball repeatedly up and down, and oh God.
No, my God.
Oh God.
Oh goodness, just kicking the back of the neck of Valkyria, who's now caught inside the steel chair.
Throat of Valkyria jamming against the sharp edge of the back of that chair, and what the hell are you cooking up here?
Oh no, oh my goodness.
Sternum taking more.
And again, Lyra is trapped in that chair. And now Lyra, she may have Becky pinned against the post. And Lyra may use the chair now as a weapon. Becky Lynch, though, out of harm's way. And now going to swing Lyra into the post.
Got the leverage, got the momentum.
Man, what a match.
Got the sickening mindset to maximize the punishment here against the victim, Valkyria.
Becky Lynch, who's got Lyra trapped, now standing on the Spanish announce table. And Becky Lynch, with a kick right to Lyra. And Lyra Valkyria appears to be out.
A spine-snapping moment on Valkyria.
And now Becky Lynch with a crowbar in hand.
Valkyria completely out cold here.
Can the ref just call this thing off? I mean, Lyra hasn't moved. She's defenseless. And Becky now with that steel crowbar in her hand. Oh, come on, Becky, don't do this. Don't do this, Becky. Oh, wait a minute, from behind us, Bayley. Bayley's here. And Bayley didn't take the bait, tossing the crowbar down. Came out here to save Lyra, who she's had a soft spot for. And now Becky with that chain wrapped around her hand, but Bayley saw it coming, and now Bayley beat the hell out of the champion.
The woman Becky Lynch took out right before WrestleMania 41 and stole her spot. With unrelenting rage seeping out of her pores, Bayley is wrecking this match.
And Bayley trash-talking Becky and driving her into the barricade. Again, the official can do nothing. Match continues. No disqualification, but Lynch is being destroyed by Bayley here. On Becky Lynch. Oh, man, she just got out of harm's way. Bayley going flying into the WWE fans here.
God, how tough is Becky Lynch taking on two women effectively? Oh, God!
Where the hell did she come from?
The peripateia to the back of the head of Lynch through a table. Well, just when we thought Lyra Valkyria had been finished for good, trapped in that chair.
Lyra Valkyria came flying out of nowhere like the Irish goddess she portrays, Morrigan. And Lyra Valkyria now with an opportunity. The champion stunned. Lyra sends Becky back into the ring. Can Lyra somehow pull off what would be just an unbelievable victory tonight?
And it looks like Becky Lynch is done here. There's nothing coming back the other way.
Lyra with Becky up on her shoulders. And Becky rakes the eyes, was going for Nightwing again. And now Becky went for the manhandle slam. Nice arm drag takedown. And Bayley, oh my goodness.
Took a swing at Becky Lynch, missed and caught Valkyria.
The manhandle slam. The man retains. Bayley with a crucial error.
Here is your winner. And still the Women's Intercontinental Champion.
Bayley upset after what Becky did to her. She had her hand wrapped with that steel chain, and I believe inadvertently took out Lyra Valkyria, which handed the win to Becky Lynch. Wade, Lyra has no more opportunities at the Intercontinental title as long as Becky's champion.
You've got to be tough, you've got to be talented, but most of all, you've got to be lucky. And luck was smiling on Becky Lynch tonight.
Congratulations to Becky Lynch. Well, A24 presents The Smashing Machine, starring Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt. In theaters everywhere, October 3rd. Watch the trailer online now.
Ready?
I think so.
You think so? Come on, Mark, yes or no answer.
Mark Kerr, a man on a mission.
I've never seen him like this before.
To be the greatest fighter in the world. But with everything he's been through, can he still fight?
I know what I'm doing, all right?
Or will all his hopes and dreams come crashing down?
Come on, are you ready?
Yes.
This October, John Cena lands in Perth for a full-scale WWE takeover. It all starts with SmackDown, ends with Raw, and in the center of it all, Cena takes the spotlight for one of WWE's most massive nights. WWE Crown Jewel in Perth. 3 nights, 1 epic weekend. All at RAC Arena. WWE TakeOver, Perth, this October. Combo tickets on sale now.
Well, folks, the FIFA World Cup 26 is coming to North America next summer. It'll be the ultimate celebration of sports culture. Get closer than ever to the beautiful game with a hospitality package. Closer to the heart of action and the best seats and suites. Closer to match day, elevated with world-class food and entertainment. Closer to the experience of a lifetime. Book a hospitality package at FIFAWorldCup.com/hospitality. Well, this is SummerSlam Sunday, and we are at MetLife Stadium, but the best place to watch SummerSlam if you can't be here in person is Cosm in Los Angeles. The most impressive interactive experience, immersive I should say, interactive experience that you can get for a WWE broadcast. If you can't be there in person, head to Cosm in Los Angeles and also in Dallas. And again, going to be a wild week for podcasts here in the WWE. A lot of talk about SummerSlam, including the SummerSlam recap, which comes your way tomorrow, hosted, of course, by Sam Roberts and Megan Morant. Well, guess who's here at ringside tonight? A man who last night wowed the world, Jelly Roll, an incredible performance in his WWE in-ring debut last night at SummerSlam. Also here tonight, my guy Metro Boomin is in the house. I love Metro taking photographs earlier today with my man Metro Boomin enjoying SummerSlam. And there, of course, is a Tiger-Lily Gold. They performed America the Beautiful earlier tonight. A tremendous rendition by this group earlier on to kick off SummerSlam. And the brand new starting quarterback for the New York Giants, the great Russell Wilson and his family here tonight enjoying SummerSlam. Well, it is time to go inside a steel cage. For the 5th time in SummerSlam history, a steel cage match. Well, they share blood, but inside the cage, it means nothing. The family tree is fractured. The animosity is intensified between these two warriors. And tonight, there's no escape. It's a contest of rage and roots as Solo Sikoa takes on Jacob Fatu in a steel cage match for the United States Championship next.
Keep it 100. You ain't never been in the ring with not nobody like me. Jacob Fatu! See, I'm on gas, no brakes with it. Got it, I mean?
Fatu is the United States champion.
Solo says, I wouldn't be nothing if it wasn't for him. Me and you, Solo, now the champions, one-on-one. I'm about to dog walk your ass for the U.S. Championship.
Fatu into the cover. Who the hell is that?
Oh my God! I gave Jacob the world. I gave him everything, and he deserves none of it. I'm the new United States champion, baby. These are my MFTs. My family tree. And now my family is complete. If Jacob wants to get involved in our business, we'll take care of it.
Moments ago, a multi-car accident.
Do you know where you can find Jacob Fatu? You gotta be kidding me. Jacob Fatu is a person of interest?
I ain't going with you punk-ass police. I didn't even do nothing.
Calm down. Let's answer their questions, not make it any worse than it already is, okay?
Tonight is the perfect example of who Jacob Fatu really is. Once a criminal, always a criminal. This should be locked up.
Jimmy Uso!
And he is on!
Solo. You want to frame an innocent man and get Jacob locked up? Let's see how you like it. Because you will defend your United States Championship against Jacob Fatu inside a steel cage. Tonight is about sending a message.
Where's Solo going all of a sudden?
The hell away from Jacob Fatu, and who can blame him?
Solo! SummerSlam! I'm dog! Walking! Stop punking!
The following is a steel cage match! And it is for the United States Championship! Both competitors will be locked inside the cage. The only way to win is by pinfall, submission, or escaping the cage, either through the door or climbing over the top with both feet touching the floor. Introducing first, from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 250 pounds, he is the
Sikoa, who beat Jacob Fatu for the United States Championship back at the end of June, now marching into the second steel cage match of his career. Pinfall submission, escape from the cage, both feet hitting the floor. Wade, the question is, who does this match favor, Solo or Jacob?
Well, based on the actions of Solo Sikoa and the MFTs over the past several months, it's been the numbers game that has really exemplified this accumulation of power by Solo Sikoa. The cage, in theory, neutralizes all of that and makes this a one-on-one matchup. Fatu against the man who calls himself Solo, but rarely has been.
Well, this steel cage match for the United States Championship is brought to you by Breath Step. Kill bad breath, become legendary. Defended that championship against Jimmy Uso at Saturday night's main event last month. Steel cage, though, as Solo well knows, is a different ball game.
What a return to great heights it has been for Solo Sikoa after the world started writing him off.
Introducing the challenger from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 291 pounds, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu.
Jacob Fatu in his very first SummerSlam, the former United States champion, heading in to his first steel cage match in his WWE career. This is the 5th time at SummerSlam that we have had a steel cage matchup, the first since 2001. Back in 1990, the Ultimate Warrior beat Rick Rude. In 94, Bret Hart with a big victory when he beat his brother Owen. In 97, Mankind beat Hunter Hearst Helmsley inside a steel cage at SummerSlam. And then we had a tag team matchup in a cage back in 2001. Jacob Fatu, who at one point in his career, Wade, said, "I love you, Solo." And now it's nothing but disdain.
Jacob Fatu loved Solo when Jacob Fatu was comfortable in the role of soldier. Unfortunately for Solo, Jacob Fatu outgrew the soldier's uniform and started making some battle plans of his own. Those battle plans led him all the way to the United States Championship. However, Solo and his MFTs brought it back to the family.
The prestigious United States Championship match is underway. The official Daphne LaShawn inside the cage. Harley Race, of course, the late great Hall of Famer, the very first United States champion. Dozens of WWE Hall of Famers have held this title over the years.
One more chance.
Solo reminding Jacob Fatu that he is again locked in the cage. Made some comments about the fact that Jacob has been in jail before. Solo Sikoa tried to get him arrested a few weeks back as well.
Solo Sikoa just made one final offer to Jacob Fatu to come back to the family.
Well, it's not going to happen. I think Jacob's made that pretty clear over the past couple of months. For Solo Sikoa, he's really got to stop this high-octane style of offense from Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, but everyone forgets that Solo Sikoa, the former street fighting champion of the islands, the former enforcer of the bloodline. This man is double tough too. He might not be as flashy as Jacob Fatu, but he is just as dangerous.
No doubt. And Jacob Fatu now going to mount Solo in the corner. Headbutt after headbutt after headbutt by the Samoan Werewolf.
This is exactly what Jacob Fatu has wanted. No more sneak attacks, no more family politics, just pure, unadulterated violence.
Yeah, lock me in the cage with Solo and I'll take care of business. He just delivered that flying corkscrew elbow.
Let's not forget, it was Solo Sikoa that brought Jacob Fatu into the world of WWE after management had consistently said, hell no. Other family members from the Samoan dynasty had said, hell no, this guy is just too dangerous, too uncontrollable.
Oh no! Jacob walked into the cage by Solo. And yeah, your point's right, and you are accurate that did happen, but that it was the way that Solo treated Jacob once he arrived here. Looked down upon him, expected him to do menial tasks for him. Never really appreciated or respected Jacob. And now Solo splashing him into the cage.
Solo Sikoa knows Jacob Fatu better than anybody is. Any of us. He knows exactly how to control Fatu.
Oh, and let's not forget Solo's bitter too, Wade. I mean, Jacob Fatu cost him the Money in the Bank contract.
Well, that was really the first shot in this rivalry, in my opinion, and it really didn't work out for Jacob Fatu the way he thought it would.
Oh, and there's that senton delivered by Solo Sikoa, who is now taken over. Does the steel cage match favor Solo or Jacob?
Well, at this point, you have to say it favors Solo Sikoa, but initially I would have said thanks to the fact that the MFTs cannot get involved, it would be Fatu's advantage.
I gave you everything. I gave you everything. You didn't want to listen. Come here.
The thing about Fatu is he's a massive weapon in this game, but weapons need to be pointed in the correct direction. Solo was capable of doing that with Fatu. Now he's a loose cannon. He can go anywhere, and it's not leading to success for Jacob Fatu like it did when he was working under Solo Sikoa.
And wait, here's another interesting statistic. The last time that Solo Sikoa was actually pinned in a match was January at the Netflix premiere by Roman Reigns. Solo has not been pinned since then in 8 months.
Solo is a dominant competitor. He's had a huge impact ever since arriving at Clash at the Castle several years ago.
Wow.
And he's continued in the same vein ever since.
The night Mr. McIntyre will never forget. Solo Sikoa right now is dominating Jacob Fatu. Here's the cover and a kick out by Jacob. And Solo would. And now he's asking the official, Ryan Tran, outside the ring to open the door. Remember, Solo can walk out, both feet hit the floor. He will win this steel cage match. And that would just be like humiliating if that would happen at this juncture with Jacob Fatu holding on. Solo trying to drag him toward the door.
Looked like it was going to be an easy victory for Solo Sikoa, which is an unthinkable result here tonight against someone as dangerous as Jacob Fatu. And it's all been going the way of Solo Sikoa.
And since Solo went back on offense, the official locks the door yet again. And now Solo says open it again. And Solo wanting to just waltz out of here, and Jacob Fatu is just holding on.
Perhaps lining up the most dangerous move in his arsenal.
Yeah, the Samoan spike. Think about the superstars this has felt over the years. Over the Samoan spike, Jacob able to duck underneath, and now Fatu catches him with a kick.
Just took way too long of delivering that, but bouncing back with a super. Oh, God!
What a collision.
Completely poleaxing the massive Solo Sikoa. So much power held between these two men. Boom! Jacob Fatu getting the better of that one. Now, all men have weaknesses, and Solo Sikoa knows better than anybody how to expose Jacob Fatu's weaknesses. He's done it so far in this match, but got a little too lax there, and has allowed the Samoan Werewolf back into this.
The sun is setting in North Jersey. SummerSlam Sunday. Over 56,000 at MetLife Stadium looking on as Solo and Jacob battle for the United States Championship inside the steel cage.
When the sun goes down, the werewolves start howling.
And Jacob's feeling it. And Solo sent into the cage.
Solo Sikoa now getting dog walked. All gas, no brakes, and perhaps no respite for Solo Sikoa.
Well, and it was that phrase, remember when Solo Sikoa twisted the words, all gas, no brains, that really set Jacob Fatu over the edge. And now Jacob, oh my, oh man, Solo can't believe it. Fatu just bounced off the cage.
A human being reacts to steel like that, you are in big trouble.
And now Jacob picking up the pace, sent on by Fatu. Into the corner now, gonna bury Sikoa. And Jacob, oh! Plenty, Solo Sikoa. And Fatu now gonna head up to the top rope. There's the moonsault to Sikoa.
Unfeasible movement, menacingly delivered.
And another one! Cover by Jacob. Solo kicked out.
Oh, such a late kick out. Jacob Fatu cannot believe it.
But there were two here. Wait, is that the first time that anyone has ever kicked out of a Jacob moonsault?
Absolutely, certainly a double whammy of them. Never question the toughness of Solo Sikoa ever again.
And now Jacob Fatu's going to start questioning himself a little bit. He hit Solo with his bread and butter, and it didn't pay off.
Wait a second.
Oh, look who's here.
Tonga Loa, the massive Tala Tonga down here too.
And JC Mateo, the MFTs.
Circling the outside of the ring like sharks. Kept at bay for now.
My family tree. And now Jacob's got a little backup. And Jimmy Uso's here.
Launching an assault. Technically it's 3-on-1. Make it 3-on.
Down goes Mateo.
2-on-1. That 1-on-1, but that one is massive.
Oh, Tala Tonga with a boot to the face.
God, he's almost 7 foot tall. And that is the perfect soldier that Solo Sikoa wanted.
And Tala Tonga driving Jimmy into the cage as Jacob looks on, sending him over the Spanish announce table. Jacob can do nothing about it as he's locked inside the cage.
How do you lose Jacob Fatu, yet make your army stronger by recruiting this?
And Tala Tonga still stalking as Solo now tries to drag himself to the door. The door's open. Jacob Fatu going to drag Solo back into the ring. Now will Jacob Fatu.
Close the gate. It's all gas. No goddamn right there.
Well, he doesn't want an escape. He wants to punish Sikoa. He wants the door locked.
Keep the MFTs out of here and let me...
Oh! Samoan spike from out of nowhere. And Fatu kicked out.
And Solo Sikoa got the jump on Jacob Fatu, but Jacob Fatu is just too durable. Take a look at this angle right here. Jacob Fatu wiping out JC Mateo, but beware the danger behind you. How do you miss that guy?
And now the Samoan spike as Jacob turned around into it, but he was able to somehow kick out. Jimmy Uso attacked the group here at ringside. Has been dumped over the table. He's down and out. Now Solo Sikoa, perhaps looking to escape. Jump over the top. If he gets over the top and his feet at the floor, he wins the matchup and retains the title. Solo now up high. Jacob in pursuit.
Just jump into the arms of the massive Tala Tonga from there. He'll save you, Solo.
Just got to catch him and then drop him on the floor for the win. And now Jacob Fatu dragging Solo back into the cage. And a headbutt by Jacob, and yet another one. Meanwhile, JC Mateo trying to scale the cage here. And
Tonga Loa too.
Tonga Loa, JC Mateo, Jacob Fatu trying to fight him down. And now this Tala Tonga scaling the cage. And what the hell's he got in his...
Tonga Loa's actually inside the cage now, and Tala Tonga following close behind.
And he's got handcuffs. Tala Tonga's got handcuffs.
Oh, that is a genius move.
Oh, my goodness. Tala Tonga handcuffing Jacob Fatu to the top of the steel cage.
How do you win a steel cage match if you're tied to the top?
And the problem is for Jacob, he's handcuffed to the top. He's got Solo Sikoa and Tonga Loa in the ring.
You can't get out and you can't stop Solo from heading to the doorway.
And I don't think that's going to be the only member of the group that perhaps gets in the ring, but JC Mateo can open the door up now for Solo Sikoa. And Jacob Fatu somehow busted out of those handcuffs. I have no idea how he did that, but he's loose and he prevents Solo from getting out of the cage.
The moon came up at exactly the right time for this werewolf. Drew some sort of power from it, snapped those handcuffs, and he's back in. Oh my God, back in the fight.
And now Solo ducks underneath again, trying to dive for the door, trying to somehow escape. Jacob Fatu trying to keep Solo in the cage.
Slither his way out of there. It's a tug of war now.
Yeah, Solo, doesn't matter if his hands hit the floor, his feet have to in order to win the match. And now Jacob Fatu dragging Solo back into the cage. Oh goodness.
Both men took that to the head. Solo perhaps getting slightly the better of it.
And Solo Sikoa is going to win this match thanks to Tala Tonga.
Here is your winner, and still the United States Champion, Solo Sikoa.
Okay, I understand we actually have a shot of how Jacob Fatu shred the handcuffs when he was handcuffed by Tala Tonga at the top of the steel cage. And ladies and gentlemen, the replay is brought to you by Brett Death. Kill that Brett, become legendary. He just ripped the handcuff off his hand.
Non-human strength that is possessed by Jacob Fatu that saved the match for himself. And just when Solo Sikoa was heading for the entrance, JC Mateo getting flattened by this boot from Tala Tonga. You saw Jacob Fatu catching that steel door flush on the top of the head, and incredibly groggy Solo Sikoa scrambles out to victory.
Sikoa is still your United States champion.
Get him!
And now Solo Sikoa.
Get him!
And now Jimmy Uso back into the fight. Big kick to JC Mateo. And Mateo driven in to the cage.
Sending a message here to Solo Sikoa and Tala Tonga. Solo Sikoa is not heading back into the fight to protect his family.
And Jimmy Uso is locking the door of the cage as Jacob Fatu is having his way with Mateo and Tonga Loa.
The werewolf is ready to feast now.
And there's no escaping for these MFTs.
Irate and frustrated, this might not be the end of Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. Loud message being sent here.
Fatu to the top rope.
Oh no. Oh no. Don't do it, Jacob.
Jacob's gonna climb. He's gonna climb the cage.
There's no talking sense to this guy.
From the top of the steel cage, an assault by Fatu. Incredible.
The most heavy-duty superstar I have ever seen from the top of the cage after already taking a beating in this match from 4 men, wiping out 50% of the MFTs in one fell swoop, and then bouncing off like he'd just taken a walk in the park. This man is uber terrifying.
Jacob Fatu takes out Solo Sikoa's crew, and Solo Sikoa is still the United States champion.
Welcome to the official Riyadh season opening ceremony 2024.
August 31st. WWE in Paris.
An absolutely incredible scene.
Create a masterpiece.
This is what World Wrestling Entertainment is all about.
WWE Clash in Paris.
Clash in Paris and Monday Night Raw are coming to La Defense Arena in Paris, France on Sunday, August 31st, and Monday, September 1st. Wade and I will be there. Combo tickets on sale now via Ticketmaster. And SummerSlam tonight is brought to you in part by Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's. And AAA, and it's Triple Mania, which is its biggest show of the year, emanates live from Arena CDMX in Mexico City. It'll be live on Saturday, August 16th, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, and will be broadcast live in both English and Spanish on our WWE YouTube channels. Don't miss Triple Mania 2 weeks from yesterday. And look who's here. Mr. Iguana, Psycho Clown from AAA in the house once again for SummerSlam.
Stars of this past week's SmackDown, man, did they tear their house down. Can't wait to see more of these two and all the crazies from AAA.
Well, they're going to have their eyes on the next matchup. Dominic Mysterio calls himself a champion. AJ Styles, however, thinks he's a fraud. One defends his name, the other is looking to snuff it out. After weeks of blind shots and cheap shots, it's finally time to find out who's right. It's Dirty Dom, AJ Styles for the Intercontinental Championship live next. AJ Styles returning to Monday Night Raw.
4 months ago, I came into this building with the biggest smile on my face, gonna get my career back on track, and then I get injured. This is a career-ending injury I was supposed to have.
I've been down. I got back up.
I am back.
I know it's been a while since you've been on Raw. The Judgment Day runs Raw.
I gotta admit, man, I'm kind of inspired by your work ethic. But just so you know, you will always be Rey Mysterio's punk-ass kid.
I'm coming after that Intercontinental Championship.
AJ's been breathing down my neck. It's coming after my title.
Dominic Mysterio cannot run forever.
Dominic, you said you wanted to address the WWE Universe regarding your injury.
AJ, read the doctor's note. I am injured.
My ribs aren't at 100%.
But if you lay a finger on me before I'm cleared,
AJ,
you'll never get your title match. Doctor's orders. So, you want to pull out your little glasses and read this, or what?
Yep, right here. Doctor says you're a punk ass.
Lucky I'm not cleared. I don't want kidding the elderly anyways.
So for somebody that isn't medically clear, Dominic Mysterio's running around. Look like he isn't hurt at all.
Dom, you must be feeling great.
It was the adrenaline in my soul.
Next week, you are scheduled to be reevaluated. If you are medically clear, I'm going to write a contract for you to defend this Intercontinental Championship against AJ Styles.
See you then.
Okay, sir.
Hey,
I hope you get cleared today.
Dom, quit stalling.
what do you do? I'm not cleared, AJ.
Not yet. You will be.
And once again, Dirty Dom, who apparently has rib injuries. He seemed pretty limber to me. Dr. AJ, CPR.
I'm done. You're gonna get that doctor's evaluation.
Now?
Like now!
We finished the evaluation, Dom. Getting a few more moments. AJ, I am cleared. I will see you at SummerSlam. I am the greatest. I'm already the greatest ever. The best. I'm the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time.
I'm coming after that Intercontinental Championship.
One of the all-time best in WWE.
You will always be Rey Mysterio's punk-ass kid.
Introducing first, from San Diego, California, weighing in at 200 pounds, representing the Judgment Day, he is the Intercontinental Champion, Dirty Dominic Mysterio!
In the build-up to SummerSlam, Wingstop provided fans the opportunity to vote on what vest Dominic Mysterio wore during his entrance. The winner was option 3, the long skeleton vest. Huge thanks to all who voted. Wingstop is here. Get yours at wingstop.com.
Well, Dominic Mysterio says he's celebrating his 20th anniversary of WWE this year. 20 years ago at SummerSlam, Rey Mysterio battled Eddie Guerrero in a ladder match for custody of Dominic Mysterio. Dominic still rubbing salt in his dad's wound, said, I'm gonna defend the championship tonight wearing a prototype of the gear that my dad wore at SummerSlam in that ladder match for the custody of me.
Forget about the deadbeat dad. This is the new and improved vision of what a Mysterio can be. Dirty Dom, a.k.a. The Man. What the hell is this?
Speaking of Eddie Guerrero, AJ Styles' son Avery arriving in a lowrider tonight on the 20th anniversary of the Eddie Ray ladder match from SummerSlam. Viva la Raza!
Introducing the challenger from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles!
Wait, AJ Styles one-upping Dominic Mysterio in the mind games here tonight. I talked to AJ earlier today. He said, Cole, I got a surprise for you. Check out my tights when I come to the ring tonight. I didn't know what he was talking about. Now I'm putting 2 and 2 together. The lowrider, the tights, that's Eddie Guerrero gear there for this matchup tonight.
Yeah, that's the gear Eddie wore against Ray at SummerSlam 2005 in the match for custody of Dominic Mysterio. And the message is not very subtle, is it? Tonight, Dom, I'm your pappy.
AJ Styles talked to me during the kickoff show on Friday in Newark and told me this could be it. This could be his last SummerSlam. So he's going to come out here tonight and win his 2nd Intercontinental Championship.
Well, first of all, AJ Styles is not devouring anyone's razor tonight. He's not even Mexican. And secondly, playing off the most traumatic moment of Dominic Mysterio's childhood, and a childhood full of trauma, is absolutely disgraceful from AJ Styles.
Well, maybe you're not even English. The match tonight is brought to you by Wingstop. Wingstop is here. Do not miss any of the action. Get flavor delivered to your door at wingstop.com.
Well, technically, I'm a dual citizen. I'm both English and American.
Yeah, I know. I hear that every week. Nonetheless, SummerSlam and Intercontinental titles have been such a rich tradition. This is for the Intercontinental Championship 16 times at SummerSlam. The Intercontinental title has changed hands. Will that happen again tonight? Think about all the great battles for this title over the years. SummerSlam 88, Ultimate Warrior, ending the long winning streak of the Honky Tonk Man. 1991, Bret Hart winning his first Intercontinental title. 92, and what was voted the greatest SummerSlam match of all time, the British Bulldog, Bret Hart for the Intercontinental Championship. 97, Stone Cold Steve Austin's first Intercontinental Championship win, and tonight, AJ Styles, Dominic Mysterio, do it again.
The way this has started, it's not going to be a classic. It's one-way traffic so far.
And again, we mentioned it earlier in the Countdown show. Big match for Dominic Mysterio tonight. He wants to prove he belongs on the big stage. In these type of matches, he can do that by beating Styles.
Yeah, take on a former world champion and beat him on your own without any help from anyone would be a massive feat, but it's certainly what Dom is capable of. But right now, Dom can't get out the blocks. His head is all over the place thanks to the antics of AJ Styles.
And that's a good point, Wade. He's got a lot on his mind. Of course, Liv Morgan, his girlfriend, out with injury. Dominic's got a big match for the AAA Mega title in 2 weeks at Triple Mania. Oh, that fatal four-way as now he takes control of AJ Styles.
And right there was the brilliance of Dom Mysterio. That 619 taking down this Eddie Guerrero phony AJ Styles.
I don't think he's being a phony. I just think he's paying homage to the man. But Dominic Mysterio now going to climb the ropes up over the top and takes out Styles. And one of the things about AJ that I was a bit concerned about coming into this match tonight was the fact that perhaps AJ was overlooking Dominic Mysterio. Dominic's been playing this cat and mouse game with him for a number of weeks. AJ Styles perhaps overlooked the champ.
Who hasn't overlooked Dom Mysterio over the past few years? Everyone. And guess what? They've all been proven wrong and will continue to be proven wrong. There's a little Eddie Guerrero for you, AJ. How'd that feel?
A kick out by Styles for the referee. Eddie Arengo could get in position. But Dominic Mysterio now looking to wear down AJ Styles.
I mean, now this game plan of AJ Styles to wear the Eddie gear has simply been a red rag to a toro. That's a bull.
Thanks, Wade.
No problem. I know you need a little help every now and again, and it's all about Dirty Dom Mysterio now.
Dominic Mysterio won the Intercontinental title back at WrestleMania in a fatal four-way match when he actually pinned his Judgment Day teammate Finn Balor.
Important to remember here, Dirty Dom hasn't actually competed since early June thanks to a multitude of injuries keeping him out.
He had one injury. He had a rib issue.
A rib issue, and obviously it seeped into other body parts. He was...
went for a Hurricane Rana. And AJ Styles has him in position, perhaps, for a Styles clash here, and Dominic fights out of it.
Danger moment there for Dirty Dominic Mysterio, but he sensed it and scarpered out of there in a hurry.
And AJ Styles with a tornado DDT, launching himself off the ropes. And both men are down in a critical moment in this match.
Yeah, you can tell AJ is hurting at this point. He's taken a lot of abuse in the early goings, but this was executed perfectly. Unfortunately for AJ, hurting so badly, he wasn't able to leap up and capitalize on it.
And a great night here, SummerSlam Sunday, 56,000 plus in attendance at MetLife Stadium. The lights are on, spotlights on the Intercontinental Championship. Dominic turned inside out. And Styles now with that running, sliding forearm, and Dominic's on the ropes.
And again, that second win now is AJ, and looking incredibly rapid with it.
SummerSlam has been pretty good to AJ Styles. Beat John Cena here at one point in his career. Cover by Styles for the Intercontinental title. Kick out by Mysterio.
I think you could literally name any PLE of the year, and they've all been very good to AJ Styles, because that's how successful he has been since arriving back at the Royal Rumble in 2016 here. It's been a golden time for AJ. Will it continue tonight?
AJ Styles again looking to put Mysterio away, and there's a Pele kick by AJ, and Dominic's down.
This really is AJ Styles at his very best, and at the moment, Dominic does not have an answer.
Styles launched out to the apron by the champ. Forearm caught Dominic in the nose.
How quick are those reflexes of AJ Styles still to this day, 26 years deep.
Phenomenal forearm. Dominic ducks underneath. AJ rolls through, caught himself in the apron, and Dominic with a Michinoku driver. Here's the cover. Is it enough to retain the title? Kick out by Styles.
Oh, both men with such brilliant reflexes there. First of all, AJ leaping with that attempt at the phenomenal forearm, but the slip that caught him up in the ropes, that's all that Dom needed to get up with that Michinoku driver. And Dom just continues to grow in this game.
Well, there's no doubt about that. I agree with you, Wade. I mean, Dominic Mysterio has grown leaps and bounds over the past couple of years. And now Dominic. We've been talking a lot about Eddie Guerrero tonight. And these are the three amigos that Eddie made famous.
This is the modern day Eddie Guerrero.
Let's not go that far quite yet.
I don't think we're going far enough.
And AJ Styles drops Dominic on the back of his head. That brainbuster by Styles.
Oh man, that was vicious from AJ Styles. Just like it was closing things out. Straight down on the top of the neck and the shoulders. And Dom's barely moved ever since.
AJ Styles trying to pull Dominic into position. AJ, a former Intercontinental champion, former